Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ken. Good morning to everybody. Just want to come on for a second. Haven't been on in a while. Just want to come on and say good morning to everybody. Excuse me. How's everybody been doing? Hope everybody's had a good weekend and it's back to begin another work week and stuff. And so I just want to come on for a second this morning. I was about to go lay down. I said, well, let me come and talk to the people real quick before I go to sleep. Yeah, just want to come on. I know I haven't been on for a while. Just wanted to stop in and say good morning. As you can see, just have, just chop it up for a second. For those of you that's out there, that may want to come on and share. Um, we just have some coffee and conversation and stuff. I know I did see a few things going on with Amazon with the fire trying to stop the apps. Well, stopping the apps, I should say. A lot of people have been putting a lot of a couple people put videos out on it and stuff. So I just watched. I rewatched Super Dale's video today live. I watched his live, and a couple other people. Fire TV Sticks put out one, and Ethan Carter. Evan, is it Evan Carter or Ethan Carter? Excuse me for messing up his name, but yeah, he put out one, and a couple other people put out one. Yeah, so I've been hearing about that. Free Tech, yeah. So just all, they're just trying to stop it, and everything. So, just got to just roll with the punches. And, I'm sure that people will figure out other ways and stuff. There's other ways you can, you know, stream like Dale was saying before, there's always ways, I mean, Fire Sticks is a thing of the past now, Fire Sticks is a thing of the past. And, they were before the standard, but they're no longer the standard anymore. They were the standard. We liked them back then. They were cheap. They were nice, but now, hey, they done moved on. They done moved their way. So it's time for us to move on and do other stuff different. You know what I'm saying? So you know, so I'm sure a lot of us we've moved on. You know what I'm saying? So but it makes for good news and good content because there are some people that still maybe on them. And like I said, I got a buddy of mine that he still has relatives on theirs and stuff. And I just told him that they might be, I'd be surprised if we start getting some phone calls saying that that they done did this and did that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, what's up, Trooper? What's going on, Troop? Thanks, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Yep. So if you're coming on in, guys, smack that thumbs up. I won't be before you long, guys. I just want to come on for a second. For those that want to come on this morning, you can. It's about 9 o'clock. Yep, it's 9 o'clock. I want to be off by 10 o'clock because I've been trying to lay down, kind of like during the daytime. I'm trying to lay down, get some sleep, work at midnight. And plus, it's cold. Oh my God, it's starting to get cold here in Michigan. Oh my God, it's starting to get cold. Woo. Man, oh man, oh man, it's starting to get cold. So I just appreciate you all for who've been supporting me and stuff, and who the last live I did, for those of you that actually commented in the stream and everything like that. I read all the comments, and you know there were some comments in there that were okay and stuff. Like I said, I'm saying everybody has the right to their opinions and stuff, and I'm not here to say anything different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, everybody's right and everything. So we can agree to disagree on things, that's fine. No issues there. But I want to thank everybody who came out, who commented and everything, stuff. And like I said, I'm still thinking about some other things I can just talk about and stuff like that. Because like I said before, that, we will be talking about cord cutting, but not just so much that. There's going to be other stuff as well that we want to discuss, and other stuff that we want to talk about too. You know what I'm saying? But since that's like the most thing that's kind of pretty much the biggest news is what Amazon is doing. You know, stopping the third party apps and stuff, sending out these updates to stop the apps and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like the biggest news now. You know what I'm saying? So, but we already knew that though. Once they did that Vega or the Vega OS, we already knew that they were going to stop that. You know what I'm saying? So that should come to no surprise. And like Super Dale said, if you guys are still, I'm saying, most of us by now we moved on from a Fire Stick. We moved on. I'm saying, and there's ways you can get your own content. There's ways you can do things. So that way that you don't have to settle, like you said before. So that way that you don't have to settle for those APKs and stuff like that. Like we were talking before. Like I said, we've been talking about this long before this even happened. Hey, get you a computer. Get you start you a Plex, start you an NB. Jellyfin, start you your own content. Hook up some hard drives, get you a media player. Hey, go back and grab them old DVDs. Learn. Hey, look, some of you might got some burnt DVDs around. Start learning how to. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. Going back, reburning them DVDs and stuff, rewatching that. Any way to watch your content. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I'm saying? So that way that we don't, because right now, even doing that, so we talk about maybe burnt DVDs and burnt CDs, maybe the thing of the past, but hey, they doing that. It's a step up than dealing with the APKs and stuff that you can't watch nothing with. So, I mean, at least you pop that in, you be able to watch something. You know what I'm saying? You can go get you one of them movies. You know what I'm saying? Hey, convert it and put it on a disc, the up to date movies, and watch it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, do it that way. You know what I'm saying? There's always ways you can do things. There's always ways you can do stuff and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm saying? So we don't want, so none of us are going to be left out, or like I told somebody before, I mean, if Amazon want to do what they want to do, just go and let them do what they go do. Who cares? Forget them. Hey, look, if they don't want you doing their stuff, look, people that, well, there's a work, man, look, who cares? Nobody care about no workaround or nothing. They let them just go and go ahead. They telling us that they don't want us messing with their stuff no more. They don't want us doing that. Hey, go and leave them alone. Leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? Just go and let them be. You know, they ain't even a standard no more. That fight with them is over with. You know what I'm saying? So they're not used to you even trying to fight with them anymore and all of that. Just leave well enough alone and just move on. So we gotta just move on from certain things. But yeah, but like I said, we'll adapt. People we will adapt. Like I said, things will be different. Or like I said, all of us in this community and stuff, all of us that do stuff, we all know how to do stuff. So we all know how to do things. We all know how to get by and make things happen. You know what I'm saying? So hey, you get to learning how to do a Plex, get to learning how to do this, get to learn how to do these type of things. You know what I'm saying? Get to learning how to do stuff like that so that way that you don't have to be left out in the cold or left out like wondering why. Just so now is the time. And invest in your mini PC, invest in one of those because or even get you like Dale was saying before, get you a Meta Quest. That's another way you can watch your content. The Meta Quest got so much content on it to where it's not even funny. You know, get you some of these. Get you some of these right here. These here. Believe it or not, these are things you can put movies on these and pop them in the back of your TV or pop on your computer and stuff like that. Because even if your internet is out, so you can still watch. So you can still pop this in and still watch it. So if you already got them already on your already downloaded and stuff, just put a bunch of these movies on here and watch this stuff. Watch this if your internet go out. Stuff like that. So there's so many ways you can watch. Because see, a lot of people get so used to streaming and so used to the internet and stuff, but we got to understand that. Listen, things will happen where your internet will go out. You know, things will happen to where that you might not have internet because one time before here at my house, like my internet was messed up, but also like we was without power and stuff. We didn't have no power here or nothing because like yes, the ice had was so heavy on the power line to where that it wore down a power line, so we had no power or nothing. So what me and my wife did was we charged our tablets up, we charged everything up, And shoot, you pop one of these in, gotta listen. Excuse me, gotta put in some cover and chill. Watched watched our tablet. I mean, not our tablet, but watched our computer until the battery went out on it. I propped it up so when me and her could watch it a little bit. We watched a little movie and stuff, and so we went on to sleep. We charged up in our truck and stuff. So we got through the night. So we got through the night with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so many ways and so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, we can do. So like if you have any problems with anything, just give me a call or email me or something. I'll show you how to get content. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to get stuff. But now is the time to really start really focusing on like getting your content, getting your new stuff, getting content because this is going to be very, very important. Very important because now Amazon is doing it, and we already heard about what Google is going to do and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So these companies, they're not playing. They really trying to crack down on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But we got to be one step ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? We got to always have options and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So those are just things that we just have to do to prepare ourselves with. Hey, bring up them Blu-ray discs again, them old Blu-rays. Start collecting Blu-rays and stuff. Start collecting DVDs again. Start making DVDs. Start doing all that stuff again. Because it's funny how that old stuff comes back around. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, hey, you know what I'm saying? You don't need no internet to pop you. As long as you got lights and well, I was gonna say lights and gas. As long as you got lights and stuff, hey, if you're putting you on, I can put this right in the back of my computer. Bam, it'll pop up. I got about 5 movies on this. Hey, I watched 5 movies. Ain't gotta have no internet. You know what I'm saying? Some of us got these game systems. Pop it in the back of your game system or do that and do this. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many ways you can watch content, web browsers, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and show your family, I'm saying, 'cause some of us have relatives that are not tech savvy or don't know anything about this stuff, and they need to know what they can do, if it happens to them. You know what I'm saying? So, it's each one teach one. We show them, hey, for business purposes, like if you want to charge people a couple of dollars for your services and stuff, hey, who am I to say different? You know what I'm saying? Because it is going to be a job. You know what I'm saying? Especially trying to show people that are not tech savvy, to try to show them. Going to be a lot of time spending on the phone. You might have to show them 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times. And I'll admit that stuff gets tiresome sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You're being patient with them, but they're still not really getting it and stuff. So sometimes, there may be called for a little compensation there. You know what I'm saying, for the time that you're spending with them on the phone and stuff. But the good thing about it is once they get it, they got it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, so those just things I just wanted to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Because, they've been wanting to do this for a while, what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I tried to program a Fire Stick like not too long ago, and I had a rough time with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody else tried to do one recently or had problems with it, but I had problems with it. Like I couldn't, like certain apps wouldn't even let me put on it. So maybe they were starting it then. This was just like the other day, like recently, because I told one of my friends about it. So that could have been. And what was so ironic about it was that the app that I was trying to put on it was one of the apps that they mentioned in the crackdown. So they probably was trying to do it already that time, but I just didn't know what they were doing. I wasn't read up on it. I didn't read up on it or hear about it. So yeah, yep. Because I couldn't put. I was able to put 2 apps on there. That was it. Like all the other ones, I couldn't even put nothing on there. So maybe they were starting it then. So yeah. So yep. Because what it did was, I'll tell you what it did. It updated for a long time. Because I was about to unplug it, unboot it, and stuff because I'm thinking that it was called put a boot loop or something. But no, that Fire Stick updated a long time. So right when I was just about to unhook it and stuff, it said update complete. So I don't know what all that was about. I have no idea what that was about at all. But all I know is once it updated and I started putting the stuff on there, it wouldn't let me do it, y'all. So I was like, man, I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, could have been doing it then, but just didn't know it. But so those are kind of things you gotta, you know what I'm saying. But see, this was already talked about, even talking about last year, the year before. You know, hey, listen, enjoy it while we can. You know, so we used to say things like ride it till the wheels fall off. You know, get a backup to the backup to the backup. I remember all that stuff we used to say. You know, don't get used to one thing. Don't get used to one app. Don't get used to one device. Never get complacent when dealing with this because things change every day. Things change two or three times. You know what I'm saying? So now here it is now. You know what I'm saying? So this stuff has been preached way before, even before, while it was still working, people were still saying that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So now it came to pass. You know what I'm saying? So if Amazon is doing it, then Google's going to do it as well. They gonna do what they say they gonna do. They tired of of that. You know what I'm saying? They're tired of that stuff. You know, but but I'm sure that if we want to continue watching TV and you continue to keep watching our content and doing what we're doing, all we got to do is just stay ahead of them. Just try to just stay in the know. You know, stay in the know. It is good to have people around you that knows about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that way you can call somebody, they can tell you about it or stuff like that. So that way they can show you what's the best alternative to have in the event that this messes up or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to come before you today, you know, and just kind of have a little talk with you guys. I haven't talked to nobody in a while and stuff. I'm back to work and everything. And my finger, guys, my finger. Oh yeah, I went to the doctor. Their finger's fine. I went to go get my finger looked at. Well, I ain't got to look at yet. I got to go Thursday. This joker here, it hurts like nobody's business. They say, I talked to my doctor about it. He said I got what you call a trigger finger. I guess with the tendons and stuff. I looked it up on the internet. It's where like the tenderness and stuff. You know, um it says it comes on from like working and stuff, and then also being a diabetic. So and age. So I got all three strikes over me. I'm over 40. I got diabetes, and I work a lot with my hands, a lot of hands-on stuff. So all three, I got. So I don't know, but the only thing that I don't have is when it says that, or not saying that men can't get it because obviously I got it, but it's saying that more women get it than men. Well, I'm the exception to that rule right now because I got it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know other women that got it. My doctor, he's a guy, and he said he had it before and stuff too. So if any women got it, I don't know what women got it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All I know is I'm not a woman and I got it, and it hurts real bad. So keep your boy in prayer. So I go Thursday morning to go see about this thing. Hopefully they can give me a shot. At least make the pain stop a little bit. Because sometimes the joke will wake me up while I'm asleep. Like if I wake up and stuff, I move it, and I just have to get on up because it be waking me all up. The pain be waking me up through my sleep and stuff, you know. So I've been trying to like because here in Pontiac where I live, she said they called me and said they would have to extend the appointment out to the 21st. I was supposed to go on the 14th, but I was like, no, can you do me something different? So she said, well, Mr. Money, you might have to drive to Shelby Township. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll come to Shelby Township, which is about maybe 30, 35 minutes from my house. So I'm going to leave work and I'm going out there because I got to be there at 9:45. So I'm just gonna leave work and just going on out there. Hopefully they can give me a shot for this or do something. Because this joker here, whew, my goodness, this joker hurt. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, guys. So just keep your boy in prayer. So I appreciate everybody who's listened to me and stuff. I'm not going to be on long. Do anybody came in, but Troops, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Always supports me. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. I see 4 people watching me in the background. I appreciate all of you guys is watching me too. I really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much for all y'all support. I really want to thank y'all. Like every time I go live, you guys always come on and want to see what I got to say. So I really appreciate that. There are gonna be some new changes for the channel pretty soon. Not no drastic changes, but some different content I'm gonna be putting out too, some different stuff. I'm not saying this one time before. Like another reason why I come out was off too is because I've been trying to figure out what other angles I want to do. Like I said, I do still want to get some interviews in because there's still some people I want to reach out to, about get some interviews in, conduct some interviews with people, and stuff, and bring some new content, doing some other stuff. So I haven't left, guys. I haven't left for nothing, you know what I'm saying? You know, but I just do want to kind of switch it up a little bit, you know, and I'm not saying that streaming is dead. I'm not saying that, but we do know that things have changed, though. I mean, things are evolving now, even with Amazon and stuff. Things. So we are mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? We are mindful of the fact that things are evolving, things are changing. But for me to say streaming is dead, no, no, no. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say streaming is dead because we're still streaming. You know what I'm saying? So we're still streaming. So streaming is not dead by a long shot. But I just want to talk about more stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because like there's only so much you can talk about in streaming, in my opinion. There's so much you can talk about, and stuff, some would say, well, can be a little bit more creative, try to create some other stuff. Yeah, you may be right and everything like that. So like I'm not knocking nothing nobody's saying, because I look at it all as, number one, maybe it could be constructive criticism, or maybe two, it could be their opinion. So either way, it's fine with me. You know what I'm saying? Like if people say, well, Ken, maybe you want the best content creator, I can rock with that too. Maybe not, because I profess never to be the best. So that can be fine too. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with a person saying, well, Ken, maybe you need to be more creative. Maybe you're right. I'm fine with that as well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take anything to heart or anything personally. You know what I'm saying? I just take what the good I get out of it and I apply that. Anything else that I feel like is not good, I just throw it to the side. But I'm never going to let nobody feel like that they can't talk to me or make nobody feel like that they can't give me constructive criticism or even voice their opinion without me getting mad. Nope, I'm not doing it anymore. So voice your opinions. Some people said some stuff in my comments that they were their opinions and that's how they felt. And I still like the comments and stuff. Bring them on because I appreciate all the comments I get and everything that I get. I appreciate all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, at one point I used to get offended and be like, oh, all that. But no, but once you think about stuff, sometimes when people see, one thing I had to realize was this. Sometimes when people say stuff, like it may appear to be bad, but when you look at it, you know, first of all, you gotta look at the person who's saying it, and then also you gotta look at it like this. Okay, well, they're saying it, but that's their opinion, and that's how they feel. So who am I to tell them how to feel, or who am I to tell them not to what to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us we don't like to hear the truth or like to hear constructive criticism or whatever. But it's like, hey, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? People are entitled to that. People are entitled to their opinions and stuff. Just like I voice mine, everybody had a right to voice theirs, and I have no problem with that. under no circumstances did I have any problems with that. You know what I'm saying? So, even if you guys want to comment on this live or whatever, like, what I'm saying, fine. What I'm saying? I have no problems with it, anything like that. And I need more feedback. I need more feedback like that. Tell me more stuff to talk about and tell me, some things like I say, like I know it's more to YouTube than gaming too. Like I say, talk about some more stuff. So we still talk about streaming. Maybe streaming, gaming. You know, uh, once the holidays is over with, seeing start getting some more, hopefully some more devices. Not devices. Maybe more. Well, not devices as far as like boxes and stuff. Maybe some more devices like maybe you'll see some other piece of technology or something we can review and we can go over. Just a bunch of stuff. Stuff about that. So maybe doing some vlogging, and that's what I want to kind of do more of. Like if I'm out and stuff, because somebody told me they say, Ken, mostly everything is content. So like I said, guys, so like you saw me vlog that little fog over that little lake at my job, stuff like that. I want to vlog more stuff. I want to take y'all on location, like me and my wife is out somewhere and stuff, and kind of stream where we at for a minute, just kind of stream and saying we go to a yard party or just some random stuff, so I just vlog it a little bit and I'll upload it. What I'm saying? Because people seem to like that kind of stuff. See, one thing I've learned, and I'm gonna be done, because I know I do. People love to see what people got. Like far as like for instance, what I mean by that is that people love to see like a new setup. I love to watch setup videos. People set up their PCs and stuff. I love to see what people got. They 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 uh they gaming collections. I love to see what people got first on their game collections and stuff and what they bought. What graphics cards they rocking with and all that kind of stuff. Like a person like this guy just did a setup the other day. I sat down and said, man, so they gave me something to watch. Man, give me some food. Let me watch this. I watched it like it was a movie and stuff because I love that kind of stuff. So I find that those kind of videos people like. People like to see what people buy. People like to see what people eat and stuff like that, and people on location and what they bought and what they got and stuff like that. So since I know I like it, I know there's other people out there like me that like the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Since I love to see that kind of stuff. So that's probably gonna be some of the stuff that I'm gonna be bringing to the channel. Like, like me and my wife, we at a restaurant or something. Like I'll just vlog a little bit of it and stuff, and just upload it and stuff, or show pictures of our food and just stuff like that. Or if I catch something outside, or if I'm at a store, we'll say any little thing like that, I'll just upload and put on the channel. But listen, that was it. I got off a little bit earlier than what I anticipated. I only been on for 28 minutes. But I'm gonna go ahead on and leave, guys. I just wanted to come on for a second. Say hi to everybody. How everybody doing? Thank you for all of you guys that watching me in the background. I really appreciate it. But nobody came on to say hi to me but Trooper. So Trooper, I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. And so yeah, like I said, guys, I'm starting to get a little tired too. So probably time for me to get on and off. But listen, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, guys, put in the comments, about some stuff you may want me to talk about or content. Or you may be like, Ken, just stay your ass off. I can do that too. You know what I'm saying? So no, guys, just kidding. But listen, I love you all. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if there's any comment you want to leave me, no matter what they are. So constructive criticism, guys, you want to leave your opinion. If you want to leave whatever you want to leave in the comments, guys, because I read every comment and I comment on every comment. So if you want to leave me something, you can. What up, though, Biggs? What's up, Biggs? My man Biggs. What's going on, my brother? Yeah, man, I was just about to go, get ready to go, Biggs. What you got going on, man? What's got going on, my brother? Yeah, I know I said coffee too. I didn't have my coffee yet too. Yeah, so but yeah, good to see you, Biggs. Good to see you. Is there anybody else that want to come say hi before I leave? You know, Biggs, any questions? Anybody got any questions? Anybody got anything that they want to share before I leave? Any questions or so? I know it's early. You know, I know a lot of people might be at work or asleep or getting ready to go to work and ready to go to school or out with their significant others and stuff like that. Hey, Christine, how you doing? Good to see you, Christine. Always supports me. Thank you, Christine. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Christine. Yeah, what's up? Nothing much. Getting ready for another. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I just got off mine, man. I just got off this morning, bro. Went last night. Yep, got to go tonight too, man. Yep. Oh yeah, man. Ooh, gotta work. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Yeah, yeah, man. We'll have a good day at work, Biggs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know where you live, Biggs, but it's cold here, bro. Man, it is cold, man. It is cold in Michigan, bro. It is freezing. You know, I know I complain about being in here a lot because in the summertime it be scorching in here. But right now, I'm freezing. I'm ready to get out here and go and get in the bed. It is freezing, y'all. It is freezing. And then I gotta figure out my finger, y'all. My finger hurts so bad. It hurts so bad, guys. My finger hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. I can't wait. Thursday can Thursday cannot come fast enough, guys. I can't wait. I can't wait. So when the lady said, "Look, all we got is," I said, "I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it." I was gonna wait till the 21st to get the Pontiac visit, but I'm like, no. I told my wife, I'm like, look, son, I gotta go. I got to go. You know what I'm saying? It's 30 minutes. I don't care. I got to go. I got to go. I got to go, man. So hopefully they can do something about that. But yeah. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. You know, yeah. So just educate yourselves, guys, on how to get content. Let me see. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, man. No, I didn't, Benz. What he died from, man? I was just talking about him the other day. Yeah, but I was just talking about Young Bleed. What he passed from? The only person that I saw that died today was Vice the old Vice President Dick Cheney. I just saw Dick Cheney pass. That's the only one that I've seen. Hold on a second, let me Google this. No, I didn't hear. Let me see. See. You should have. Oh, what's up, VF? Oh, okay, he had a blood clot in the brain. Okay, or blood clot in the brain. Oh, okay, okay. Wow. Oh yeah, brain aneurysm. Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Man, man. Rest in peace, Young Bleed. Yeah, I was just talking about him when we was all watching the verses. I'm like, man, I want his bleed gonna come out and all that, man. So prayers go. I don't know the guy, but like I tell people, you don't have to know a person to pray for him. So my heart goes out to his family. Prayers up for his family. I don't know if he had any kids or a wife or anything, but if he did, you know, prayers go out to them and everything like that because this it's never easy losing a loved one. Think during or after. Okay. So he did go to the verses. So he was at the verses. Okay, okay, okay. Either think, or during after. Okay. So what you're saying is he either died during or after the verses. Okay, okay. So he was there. Okay. Wow, wow. That's why I say, guys. You know, guys, we got to be real careful. Health is wealth, guys. Health is wealth. Like I say, I just got back under the doctor's care. Oh, update, health update. I went to the doctor, like I say, with the exception of my finger, but I'm like he was pleased with my A1C and everything. You know, so my A1C is down. I got that down. My cholesterol is down, and my blood pressure is down. So he's saying that I'm at a 7. So he said next time I go see him that he wants that he's hoping that he's gonna go down lower than that. So he told me just continue doing what I'm doing, put me on the medication and stuff. So I've been trying to eat somewhat right, but he's pleased with my progress. He's pleased with the way my A1C is going down. Is going down. So my goal is to get it at least 5 and below, like below 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a 7 right now, but he wants, what I'm saying? I want to get it below a 5, about maybe like a 3 or something like that. So, so yeah, so yep. So I'm gonna keep working at it. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, man, I've been taking everybody's advice, man. I've been taking your advice. I'm taking everybody's advice, man. You know what I'm saying? Just yeah, just getting up under that doctor's care, man, and just really just basically, like I said, like it's pretty much when you just see, like the thing was like it's never. I'm saying it's not hard. People say, "Oh man, it's hard to eat right, man. Like I've been eating like this all my life. It's hard. It's hard." No, it's not hard. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not hard. Because it's not about stop eating what you want to eat. It's just not eating so much of it. See what I'm saying? Because I even got a dietitian now. Excuse me. We talk on occasion, and like I was asking her a few questions, and this is what she told me. Okay, like now you know that diabetics, they sweets, they that's their worst enemy. Eating too many sweets is their worst enemy, right? So she told me, she said, "Listen, Mr. Mullen." I said, "Well, I'm not really a sweet eater like that, but I do like an occasion, like a piece of cheesecake or maybe a Swiss roll or something." She said, "We'll do it like this: take half of that cheesecake, right? Take half of it, cut you a little half of that." Oh, okay. I don't know if I should. Oh, okay. Well, I ain't gonna. I ain't going. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm not going. Well, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you. But anyway, my dietitian told me that you can eat take a half of the cheesecake and take a little half of that piece, and then you can eat that. So the moral of the story is that like it's not about what you well it is about what you eat. Let me say that. I don't want to put that. I don't want to put that. I don't want to put that out there. But hey, Shrika Sharon. Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. That's why I didn't want to. That's why I didn't want to highlight that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my prayers goes out to you, Addison. My prayers goes out to you. Yep. But yeah. So just eat a little half of that and stuff, and then that's my sweet intake for the week. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I normally do. Is that you know what I'm saying? So just start kind of eating right and stuff. So I went down from a 10. When I first seen him, I was at a 10. So I went from a, and then at first I went, so when I first did, I was on a good path. Did it from a 10 to a 5. But then I just started being reckless, started eating wrong and all of that. So now I want to be back up at a 10. So when I went back and seen him, now that I'm under doctor's care again, I went from a 10 to an 8. I mean 10 to a 7. I'm sorry, from 10 to a 7. You're looking at the people right here. That 8 threw me off right here. Seeing the 8 people in the chat threw me off. Now I went from a 10 to a 7. And so he's proud of me. So he told me to keep up the good work. So BF, he's talked to me. Like I have some other friends that talk with me and stuff, and people that's been in my corner, been telling me, "Ken, you can do it. You can do it." I'm gonna start going back to the gym, but it's so hard for me to go to the gym in the morning because after I get off work, I want to go to sleep. I want to lay down. I'll be tired. So maybe like I'm gonna take up one of my homeboys. He goes to the gym every morning, so I might just like on a day that like on my day that I'm off, like when I'm off, I ain't got to go to work that night. Then I'm going to go to the gym, so that way I ain't got to worry about getting to bed all early and stuff. I can stay up and do all that because I ain't got to go to work. So yeah, but yep. So yeah, basically that's the only thing that I've been focusing on. You know, is just trying to keep my A1C down. Then also I went to the doctors like that because so I guess I'm gonna tell y'all, give you a little health update. I had went. This all happened like what I think last week or the week before last. I had went to the doctors as well about that and stuff. And then he said, Mr. Mullen, I want to get your eyes checked and stuff. So I went to the eye doctor. I went to a real eye doctor. So because you know what I'm saying, like if anybody knows anything about diabetes, people with diabetes got to get their eyes checked because diabetes affects people or people that are diabetic. The diabetes affects their eyes too. So their eyes and their neuropathy and all of that. So anyway, I went to the eye doctor and stuff. I went and stuff, and he looked back. So he gave me, he gave me an extensive eye, not just going because the last time I went to the eye doctor, I went, and they just gave me just a regular eye exam to determine glasses. But no, but this doctor, he actually went in and looked behind my eyeballs, to see was there any bleeding or any blood or anything back there from what the diabetes was. He saw nope. He said, Mr. Mullen, you're fine. He said, I ain't got to see you again until next year. Yep. Yes, sir. Yep, I got some in my a matter of fact, I got some in my refrigerator. Like I've been having my wife cut it up for me, cut them up and stuff. Yep. Carrots are good for the eyes. Yep. Oh, yeah, I got some. I got those little small ones I can just eat. Eat that like a snack. Sometimes I take that to work. I have my wife make me like a little, like I got these little containers where she put me some tomato. Like I like eat those little cherry tomatoes by themselves too. Those are good for you too. Like I put me some tomatoes, carrots, stuff like that. I like all that kind of stuff like that. I like all that little stuff like that as well. But yep, so I went to the eye doctor and stuff. He looked all back in my eyes and looked all back behind my eyes and all of that. He said, Mr. Mullen, you're fine. He said, I ain't got to see you again until next year. So I said, well, thank you. Appreciate that. But all this goes up to God. All this prayers goes up to God. God is the reason for all of this. God is the reason for all of this. And I really thank God. I thank God every day for health. For health. Health is wealth, guys. Health is wealth. So, now I ain't saying that I got it all together because I do slip up and I do mess up. I don't have it all together, but I am working towards that. My wife, she's even jumped on the bandwagon. She starts to prepare my meals better. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he is, Christine, all the time. All the time. He's good all the time. He's good all the time, Christine. There's not a day I don't go about it. I don't thank God. You know what I'm saying? Because he's definitely the reason. You know what I'm saying? None of this, I'm not responsible for none of this. Is God keeping you in health? You know what I'm saying? Keeping you healthy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I just appreciate, God gives the doctors the knowledge to tell us how to live. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we just got to walk in obedience, and just, try to, for the most part, try to do what's right. You know what I'm saying? Try to do most, what's right for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So so like I say, so I think it was a pretty good doctor's visits and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's still some things. I mean, still a lot more work to be done. Like I do want to lose a few more pounds. So I want to lose a few pounds and things like that. So there's always some more work to be done. But this is just encouraging me to let me know that look, listen, okay, look, if all of this is happening to you, just think if you even did a little bit more harder, what I'm saying, if you want to be, be more harder. Because one thing I found out is this: once you got diabetes, it's not the end of the rope. And also, I also learned this too, is that if you work hard, there's people that have been diabetic. I'm talking about not borderline, but been diabetics, and they reversed it. They actually got in and started, I mean, hitting the grind. I'm not talking about newly diagnosed, like when you go, the doctor tell you that you borderline and stuff, and then you do what you do to get it done. Those are people like me that's had it for a while. People that has had it for a while, they they work hard and get done and eat what they do and stuff, and people have come off of it. Or put it like this, or I ain't saying that they may still have it, but their A1C and they blood sugar count is so normal now. It's to where they don't really take anything. You know, they don't take no medicine or nothing. They just keep that regimen that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's my goal. You know what I'm saying, to get to that point. You know, like I may still always have it, but I want to get it down. I want to get it down to where that I have to be like, let me see, let me see. Yep, 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 yep. Exactly. You can beat that. Yep, you sure can. You sure can. Yep. And I'm on the verge of doing that because just a little time that he that I you got all this good news and stuff. They're just encouraging to me. It's like, look, listen, if I continue to do what I'm doing and don't give up, one day I'm gonna go to the doctors like, Mr. Mother, we gotta put you on that. Because this is what I heard. This I'm gonna leave y'all with this, okay? Because when I went, because like the door that I was in, like my doctor, he's right there. You know what I'm saying? Like he's finishing up with another client or whatever, patient, client, whatever you want to call him. And then so like I heard my name, he looked. He say, "Who's there?" He say, "Kenneth Mullen." So he said he looked at the yeah, this is his A1C. He said, "Oh, fantastic, fantastic." Because this was before I knew what it was. I didn't even know what it was yet. Like I overheard him, like he wasn't even in a room with me yet. I just heard him. Her name is Kathy. Kathy. She works in the doctor. Real sweet lady, Kathy. So like, so I heard him and Kathy talking, and Kathy showed him my A1C and stuff. He was like, "Oh, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic." So so that made me smile a little bit. You know, I didn't even know what it was yet until he came in here and told me. So yeah, so that was good. So that was real good news. To be down, you know, something that might have went up because like I said, I didn't really do nothing too much different, but just kind of eat a little bit better and things like that, and take my medicine every day. Which I got as soon as I hang up, as soon as I get done with you guys, I got to take my medicine and stuff like that. Yeah, so those are just little things that I just wanted to share. Saying like health, because I'm gonna tell you something. Health is wealth, guys. Saying, you ever hear me say that? Because listen, there are so many people that have died wealthy people like Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. Y'all hear me talk about Steve Jobs a lot. Steve Jobs, brilliant man, you know, inventor, did all this stuff, but he was unhealthy and he passed away. Guys who know Steve Jobs was, you know what I'm saying? There's other celebrities, there's other people that had all the money, but they couldn't buy. So they couldn't buy their health. They couldn't buy, this and that because their health was deteriorating and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So health is very important. I mean, it's the fact we all got to leave here, but the key thing is that preserving ourselves because like I say, guys, I just had some grandbabies. And I got a young daughter. My youngest daughter, she's 14 going on 15, and my youngest daughter. And then I got grandkids as well. So I kind of want to be, what I'm saying, like to kind of preserve myself. I'm turning 50 next year too, guys. I'll be 50 in February, which is like another couple of months from now. So I'll be 50. So really, so now like I'm really more health conscious than ever. So guys, so I kind of want to be around a little longer, at least see my youngest daughter grow up. Perhaps I can see her get married and start a family of her own. like I can be around for my little grandbabies. And well, I can say most importantly, another thing is that I want to be around with my wife more too, because like I said, there's some things that me and her still want to do. It's still, so there's still some things that I want to do with my wife. You know what I'm saying? So, it'd be a shame to kind of, die from something that you could have prevented or could have helped yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now, we going to get hit by a car or a car accident or something like that, or a plane crash, God forbids. None of that stuff I have no control over. Well, actually, put it like this: I don't have no control over anything as far as that my life goes, because God has control of all of that. But the point I'm trying to make is that if there's a way that I can preserve myself put it like this. Okay, God is in control of all of it. So God gives the doctors the knowledge. So if I follow what the doctors is saying, I can preserve myself longer. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. I just had to kind of explain a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So like I can preserve myself longer because because God gives all the doctors the knowledge. So like my doctor say, well, look, Mr. Mooney, you eat right, take your medicine every day, and stuff like that. You can live a little bit longer and preserve yourself longer. That's what I'm talking about. But far as when I'm gonna leave here and all of that, God controls all of that. God controls all of that. All my job is just to be obedient, and just to follow what the doctors that are being ordered by God is telling me how to do. So that's the way I'm looking at that. So I hope I explained it like that. So that's what I meant. So yeah, so there's still some things that I want to do, and stuff like that and stuff, what I'm saying? So that way, be around for a little while, and stuff. And then when it's my time, it's just my time, but yeah, but so a lot of people don't want to like to talk about stuff like this, but hey, y'all, this is life, y'all. This is reality. I know we talk about a lot about the streaming boxes and Amazon, Amazon doing what they doing and all of that. That's just stuff, but this is real life stuff, death, life, how people say life be life and all of that kind of stuff. We cannot, what I'm saying, no matter who you are, what we do, we're all living beings. And with that being said, we're going to go through things in life. No matter how smart you are, how handsome you are, how pretty you are, life does not discriminate, guys. It affects us in all kind of ways. You know what I'm saying? So listen, it does not discriminate. You know what's going on, Marcos? What's up, man? What's up, Marcos? Yeah, so that's the way I look at things, guys. I want to thank everybody who came over and supported me. Supported me. Thank you, VF. Thank you, my man. Thank you very much. Thank you, Christine. Always supports me. Thanks, VF, for me. Marcos, Sugar Sharon. I love you, sis. Thank you very much for supporting me, Sugar Sharon. Appreciate you. Heard those songs on your channel too. Real nice. Let me say this for a second. Big ups to them, like Sharon, my friend, Paper Plate, Cody Man, Stricken Sharon. They all into this AI music and stuff now, and also Marcos too. They all into this new music and stuff, and they put out some very good music, some good content and stuff. Every time we come across my feed, I listen to it. I listen to it very good. So if you ain't subscribed to Stricken Sharon, you know what I'm saying, so she's my mod. You know what I'm saying, just click on those three dots and going over there, what I'm saying, they're going to direct you to say go to page, just click that go to page and just click that notification bell and click that subscription bell, guys. So every time you put out a song or anything like that, you guys will be notified. I mean, that's the new thing now, because I even thought about getting into it because I'm not musically inclined, no kind of a way. I can't sing, I can't rap, I can't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking about maybe getting into it, maybe putting out some songs and stuff through the AI stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot of people get into that. A lot of people are happier, and their channels are growing because of that too. Like I've seen, matter of fact, Paper Plate, his channel has grown. I think he had like over just just 200 people. But now he's well over 400. He almost caught up with me. So I only got like 500 some subscribers. He almost caught up to where I'm caught up at. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Cody Man, you know, he's another one. Marcos is another one. You know, Sharon. You know, they got these music songs out. They very, very, very nice. Very, very nice. So go over there, guys, and subscribe to them. And yeah, you know, it's good music. But I'm gonna be leaving in a minute. Do anybody have any questions? Do anybody want to come on? Put the link out, okay? You know, let me just do that real quick. Maybe it's somebody want to say to me or something because I didn't put the link out to nobody. So, you know what I'm saying? But I put the link out for a second. You know, if anybody want to come on and share something with me or share something with the people, you know what I'm saying? You can. You know, if not, then like I'll give it about another 5 minutes. If not, then I'm gonna get ready to go because I'm gonna lay down, take my mess, I'm gonna lay it on down. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So yeah, so guys, you want to grab that link real quick? So you're more than welcome to come on for a second. But thanks to everybody who listened to me and stuff. Like I say, I mean, you know, guys, we have to talk about stuff like I even you know, life insurance. You know, like you know, make sure you guys get life insurance. You know, make sure you guys get all of that kind of stuff. Make sure that you go get, you know, like when you get older, make sure you get your prostate. Tell everybody this. You know, guys, I'm an advocate for. Well, that's fine, Sharon. That's fine. That's fine, Sharon. No, it wasn't no thing about saying people want to. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, if you want to come on, that's fine. But if you want to go, that's fine. That's fine. No words with nobody. I just wanted to just put the link out of courteousness and things like that. Don't nobody have to come on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't want to, that's fine. I just want to just put it out there. Yeah, like I say, guys, get your prostate checked. You get your colon looked at. Get your throat. You know what I'm saying? Look, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're a smoker, or even if you ain't a smoker, go. Make an appointment with the ear, nose, and throat doctor. They ask you why. Just tell them, look, listen, I'm up in age. I just want to just go. Look, listen, I got insurance. I want to go. I want the doctor to look down in my throat. To make sure that there's no polyps in my throat. Make sure, go all up in my nose and see, check all up in my nose, go to all down in my throat and check my throat, make sure my throat is okay. And you know what I'm saying, get your prostate, man. Get your prostate looked at, especially us that are over, that's going to be 50 and over. Well, actually, I take that back. Take that back. They want you to go in when you're 36 now, like 30, so like in your 30s now. It used to be 50, but now, because I was talking to my doctor about that, he's saying that now, because my stepson, my wife's son, he's 34, and he just beat prostate cancer. He just had prostate cancer, fourth stage. He's cured. So, but a lot of that had to do with them being, so a lot of them catching it early. They caught it early in his hands. So that's why he those of us that, well, I would say if you're a man, if you're 30 and up, I encourage all you guys to make a doctor's appointment. Just get your colon looked at, get your prostate, all of that. Because all that stuff is very important because, so we talk about these video games, so we talk about this streaming stuff, but none of that's going to mean anything if you're not around. You know what I'm saying? So health is wealth, guys. Health is wealth. You got to, because matter of fact, I did all of that stuff too. I just didn't go get, what I'm saying? My diabetes, that's been kind of taking first precedent, but I've got all that stuff done. I got all that stuff done, my prostate, colon, and all that stuff. So I got all that stuff done. What's going on, VL? What's going on, bro?
What's going on? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing okay, bro. Doing all right, man.
It's good. It's good to see you, man. I kind of got worried, boy. You ain't been on the YouTubes for a minute, and I ain't heard from you. I ain't know what was going on, but I'm glad you're all right, though.
Y'all is well, man. All is well, man. All is well. Oh, like I said, man, I was just chilling, man. Yeah. Y'all is well, brother. All is well.
Yeah. God, no, like I said, we talked on the phone about this, and I told you, man, like I've been there, bro. I lost like 45, 50 pounds within the last 6 months. Like you could probably see like this jacket right here is like really big on me.
Right.
But it was snug on me at one point, and I was like, I know you was telling me about your situation. I was like, hey man, it's going to be tough in the beginning, but if you just start just a little bit, it's going to change your life. And I'm glad to see that you see some results, man, because this health thing, man, there's no joke, especially for guys that's over 35, man. We start getting to that point where we work so much, we eat and sleep. That's all we do as men. We work, eat, and sleep. We don't get a chance to be active.
Right.
And it gets to the point where you have to change your diet or just be active. And one of those things are like pretty rough to do. It's hard to change your eating habits, man. I had to do it myself, and it was tough at first, but once you get in a routine, it becomes second nature. And then when you start thinking about not only yourself, think about people in your circle, that's when it really gets serious. You don't want, your wife or your kids to be taking care of you because you're not doing the right things. You want to be around for them and be healthy for them. And once you start thinking like that, your whole mindset changing. And that's what made me want to start losing weight. Like, for my 6-year-old, I didn't want, my son to be worrying about my health or whatever,
Right.
And, and the same thing with my wife. My wife's the same way. She had a little bit of health issues. She lost 60 pounds like 3 or 4 years ago. And, she's been maintaining her health ever since. So it's like, you just want to just stay healthy, man, because like, it doesn't just affect you. It affects everybody around you. So that's what made me want to do it. And then when I saw you talking about it, I was like, yeah, man, I want to see you do something different, man. I'll tell you everything that I did. And I mean, and the thing is, you didn't necessarily listen to me 100%. You just did a little bit. And you see how much it changed. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You ain't did everything. You didn't do everything out there. I mean, I'm not like no health guru or anything like that. I'll just tell you what I did because I
just switched up. I just kind of like not eating so much. I just kind of switched up a little bit, kind of ate more greenery and did like that. I mean, I'm still eating, but not as much, and just a little bit, and yeah. So just from that little bit, like you said, it showed me a lot from there. So
right.
So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you just do a little bit of whatever, man, and because everybody's different. What works for me may not work for you, but I knew for certain. I mean, I was up to like almost 245, 250 pounds. I was like, I had to get down. I wanted to get down to at least like 190. So, I did that, and, but what works for me don't work for you. I'll just tell you, like, the blueprint is you just got to be a little bit more active and eat differently. You do that alone is going to change your life. And for some people, it's hard to do that, I'm glad that. Oh, go ahead.
The misconception, though. See, like, one thing I learned from the dietitian is, one common misconception is that when people, okay, like they say, oh, eating, it's going to be hard. Actually, it's not that hard when you actually put your mind to it, because a lot of it is mostly mental. And but when you start seeing that you can still eat the food you see, like she explained to me, she say, Mr. Mullen, it's not the foods, it's the eating a lot of it, and the way we do it, because a lot of us have been eating reckless all our lives. And and the end result of it is how we wind up with all of this stuff. We've been reckless all our lives. So some people, they can eat. See, look at people how they can eat it don't nothing affect them. So it's like she said before, take a half a cheesecake, cut it in half, and take a little piece of that, like a little corner of that. Then that's your sweet intake for the rest of the week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. Because this is the thing.
Want us to but now my mind, I would want to eat the whole thing. See what I'm saying? And that's where you go wrong, guys. When you
because that's the thing. You're right, because it's your mind that wants to do it. Your stomach is not telling you that. It's your mind. It's all mental up here. Like when you tell yourself, look, like for me, I like eating cookies. But for me, I probably eat at the minimum probably one, and believe it or not, I probably eat like 1 or 2 Oreo cookies a day. Maybe a day I'll eat 1 or 2 cookies a day. Now, you get a pack of Oreos, you can sit on that couch, you could tear down a whole pack of Oreos in like 20 minutes. We all done it before, and if you didn't, you're lying. Everybody tore down a whole pack of Oreos. We know it. But me, I'll probably eat them. I'll probably eat like 1 or 2 a day, or probably 1 or 2 a week. And 1 or 2 a day is like pushing it. So and I just walk away from them, and because your stomach is not telling you that you're hungry. It's just like you want it, because a lot of people like the food because of the taste. They like how it tastes. And the thing about it is, when you eat, what you do after you eat. A lot of people eat and just sit on the couch and chill out, or they'll eat later on in the night and go straight to bed. That food is just sticking to your body because you're not being active afterwards. Like, that's why a lot of people say, eat something in the morning, because when you eat in the morning, you go out to work, or eat like before you go to work, or eat when you get like when you're about to be active, you'll burn all that stuff off and it won't affect you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So like, yeah, because I've been a big culprit of like eating at 7, 8 o'clock at night, going to bed at 9, and wondering why I feel terrible in the morning. So you gotta. It's not what you eat, and how much you eat and when you eat it.
Timing and what you got. Because she said, because think about it, you eat a little bit. She said that your body can break that down, because your body,
right?
Your body still can. I'm saying, because see, people think, well, if you're diabetic, well, sweets is your worst enemy. She said no. She said, because everything turns to sugar, starches,
Right.
all that sugar. So all that stuff is our worst enemy. I'm saying, like, we eat a bunch of fries, that's going to be our worst enemy. So she's saying is just that, listen, since mostly everything is sugar, just limited on what you get. So like if you go to McDonald's, get you a small fry, or get you like a couple of fries and eat them, and then just don't eat no more. Just learn how to just portion control. You know what I'm saying?
That and drinking a lot of water. Water flushes out that sugar too. It flushes it out. So drink a lot of water too.
Yep.
Water is your best friend. Like, a lot of people don't realize, like, water, it flushes out your insides, and it shows on the outside, because your skin gets a lot, it gets a lot more vibrant. Your skin gets more shinier. You start looking better. You don't, when you that water comes out of your pores, and it really helps your skin. And like, certainly a lot of people, they don't talk about this, but if you notice, like on the heel of your foot or the bottom of your feet, you got a lot of dead skin. You got all that. If you start drinking water, that water will flush out all of that, and your skin on your feet will start getting more alive. You have more smoother skin on your feet. It does a lot, man. Water alone does a lot.
Then, like I said, the diabetes, it wreaks havoc on your kidneys. That's why people. That's why a lot of people wind up with dialysis and kidney problems.
Yep.
Sugar,
my dad.
Have it on that. But if you
my dad.
Drink a lot of water, water flushes out your kidneys.
Yes.
Taught.
Yes. My dad had that same issue. He died because of a bad kidney due to diabetes failure, because the diabetes got to his kidneys. Like, that's the last thing you want. Once it get to that point, man, it's really hard. It's very hard to get that out of your system. So you got to drink a lot of water. Like, I'll tell you right now, see this? Full of water. Full of water. All water. And I drink that. I drink it pretty much every single day. And I try to finish an entire bottle, an entire can like that every day.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. So yeah. Oh yeah, I did get my kidneys looked at too. He said my kidneys were fine as well. So
good.
Yep. So like I said, like he gave. So like I went and checked everything. Oh, about that pain in my side too. We're not talking about that pain in my side.
Yeah, I remember you said that. Yeah.
That pain isn't there no more. He said that a lot of that was. He said, because I thought it was my kidneys. I know, Mr. Munn. I'm saying, because not to be what's the word? Vulgar.
Alarmed.
Yeah, but he's told me that I gave him a urine sample, not to be vulgar. Now he gave me, so I showed him a urine sample and stuff. He said, "Well, Mr. Munn, according to this urine here, your kidneys is fine." You know what I'm saying? Because we have a way of knowing if your kidneys are bad by looking at a person's urine. So,
yeah, they can check all that stuff out through urine. Yeah,
I've been doing this for a long time, Mr. Munn. I'm doing this for a long time, and I can tell that now. I have to go get it checked out, but I can look at it and tell that I know that your kidneys are fine, because we have a way of just looking at stuff to know if they're not functioning right. So anyway, long story short is he said they were fine. And that pain in my side was due to like a skeletal thing. He say, but now the pain is gone. You know, he said just take a couple of like Tylenol, a couple muscle relaxers and stuff like that. Start taking that to get in your system, and then you'll notice the pain will be gone. And then my wife was like, "Kid, I noticed." Said, "Kid, I noticed on the journey, been really been complaining about your side." I said, "So my side don't hurt no more, so that's good. So that pain is gone. You know what I'm saying?"
Right.
So yeah, so different. Yeah, so a lot of things that he told me that's incur. But he said, but it sure is you can go like this. Sure, you can go back down like this if you allow yourself to get back into that rut. He
It,
said,
it, it
you is to go keep going up. So, Mr. Muller, so don't get now. He said these words. I love my doctor. He said, Mr. Mullen, now look, now you're doing good, but don't get so to the point to where that you can say, well, I'm doing good. I can kind of slack up. No, this is going to be
nah,
life constant. So you're going to have to keep,
constantly. Yep.
constantly keep going. He say, this ain't no room for no slipping. You not on no thing where you can afford to slip up. You know what I'm saying? No, you got to continue to keep going up because diabetes is not a death sentence, but it is to be taken very, very seriously. He said, I'm not trying
Yes.
to dumb it down. I'm not trying to make it like it ain't is what it is, but he said that it's not a life sentence, a death sentence. It's not a death sentence, but you still have to make sure that you maintain this because it can still take you out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to. You have to
Yep,
keep.
yep.
You always got to stay on point. Just
Stay on
because
point
your
with it.
A1C,
Right,
yep, as
right,
long as your A1C go down, that doesn't mean the fight is over. You got to
right,
continue to do
right.
it.
Right, that's exactly that's what he told us. What he told me. That's what he told me. That's what he
Yeah,
told me. So he said this is
you
gonna
got
be
to
a
continue to do it.
lifestyle battle for the rest of your life. It's gonna be a lifestyle battle. So that's pretty much been my story with that. Everything is good. Yeah, because my eyes are fine. You know that was my biggest scare because like my eyes were kept being blurry and stuff. But he said, "No, Mr. Money, your eyes are fine. It's just that you do need glasses though. So which I got some. You know, so I just don't
If
want
y'all
to.
got one out, that can switch out. It's fine.
You know what I'm saying? So my eyes are yeah,
Okay.
so like that. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
No,
I
I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm just in the office. All right. Appreciate it, man.
said, just like I asked
No.
Doc, so why is my eyes? But he said, man, you need to put on your glasses. You're fine. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, just main. Yeah, don't. Yeah, if you gotta wear glasses, wear them, man, because your
absolutely.
eyesight still get worse if you don't wear them.
Right, right. Yep, yep. So so they gave me.
And the thing is, if you can see without them, it's okay to not wear them. But when you know you need them, like when you're driving, or if
Yeah,
you're in front of the computer all the time, or if you like watching a TV for a long period of time, that's when you can. That's when you should wear them. I mean,
my wife cannot. My wife can't see what I heard. She had to have her that all the time. We was just at what you call it. She couldn't even read her phone. Was it?
yeah. See, yeah, you don't want to get to that. You don't want to get to that point because my wife is like almost there too. But see, the thing of my wife, she works. I mean, she works from home, but she works in front of a computer all day, so that strains her eyes. So I'm pretty sure that's one of the reasons why she has to wear her glasses.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you're at the point where you can still like me, I wear glasses. You see them right? I wear my glasses, but I don't wear them like that unless if I'm like
I
really,
got
really need them. Like today, I'm not wearing this daytime, but if I'm driving at night, I'll wear them. I'll put them on. If I know if I'm gonna be gaming for a good while, I'll put them on. If I'm in front of the TV or whatever, I'll put them on.
I got some right here. Right here.
So no, it's just when and where, you know. Cause I talked to my eye doctor. He said that yeah, you need your glasses, but you don't. They're not permanent. You don't need to wear them all the time. So I'm in a good spot right now, and I just try to keep them on when I know I'm going to be straining my eyes or whatever. So I try to keep it that way,
You see
so
what
I
my
don't.
eyes is when he said, see, my thing is like right now, like everything looks dull to me. But when I put my glasses on, everything is vivid. He said like I got like a color, a stigmatism. So I got a color stigmatism. Like I know my blues and reds and stuff like that. But he say that I'm looking through him through a door. Look, he said when you put on your glasses,
Right.
pop out. And I was playing God of War Ragnarok not too long ago with my glasses. I'm like, man, Kratos is colorful.
Hey, yeah, man, you
I
need
might
them,
need
man.
to
If you
play
need,
this game again with my glasses on, man. I might need to play this game again with my glasses on, man. It's like a whole new game. Yeah.
right, yeah, man. Like I said, if you need them, wear them, man. You know, if you need, there's nothing wrong with
Like right
that.
now, man. Like right now, bro. Like it looks so good, bro. Everything looks so good through these glasses, man. It looks so good through these glasses. See the color, the black,
Because
the
like
blue.
for me, I'll be like when I drive at night, man. I'll be like, it look like a whole new world when I drive at night because
Yeah.
everything is like more clear. But the daytime, I don't see no difference. Honestly, I don't see a difference wearing my glasses or not wearing my glasses in the daytime. It looks the same.
Yeah,
But at
my
night,
wife, because my wife light skinned. So when I see it, I'm like, damn, if I knew you was that light, she's like, man,
yeah,
dude, she like,
but look, when I drive at night, man, it look like a whole new world when I be driving out here at night. That's
I'm like,
why I keep them on me.
they're like, what is you staring at? I'm like, I know you use that light. She's like, oh yeah. I'm like, man, you need to put your glasses on. Yeah, yeah, like right now, guys. I'm looking at y'all now. It's like, because I'm looking at all the blues and stuff. Or like I see Shrika Sharon's, so she got a wrench. Like I see all the blues and the reds and stuff. As soon as I take them off, all that stuff goes back to being dull looking again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I might keep these on for a minute, Yeah, enjoy the look. Enjoy the look. But yeah,
Yeah,
but I just want to
man.
come on for a second. I just want to come on for a second and chop it up with y'all real quick. Give y'all like a little health update and everything, and hopefully I go like I'm scheduled to go back in a couple more months. So I'll go back. Hopefully my A1C went down even lower than that because I've been even doing a lot more better than I did before. You know what I'm saying and stuff.
One more thing before you get out of there, I'm gonna tell you another thing that you need to eat if your doctor haven't told you. And I know you may not like this because they're not the best. Go get you some blueberries.
Oh man, I love blueberry. I got some in the refrigerator now.
Yeah, get you a whole bunch of them. Them things maintain and lower your A1C. Like
That's what I
those
do.
like the best. Yeah, those like
Matter
the
of fact,
best fruit you could
I
wear.
put that in. Like I got this unsweetened yogurt, man, and I
Oh
put
yeah, there
blueberries
you
and all that
go.
stuff. Blueberries in my yogurt. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got
There
some.
you go. Now you're talking. That's what I'm talking about.
I
Yeah,
got
man.
some
Like
right in the refrigerator as we speak. I got blueberries in there as we speak. Yeah, man. I love blueberries, man. I love
yeah,
blueberries.
that's what I'm talking about, man. I love. I didn't too much care for blueberries at one point. But
I
when I started eating them, I was like, yo, I can't get enough of them, man. I just bought some
ain't too
yesterday.
much fruit, man. Like man, basically, man, like ain't too many fruit that I don't like. Now, not that one, but that's not even here in the United States. That one that they talk about, that stinky fruit, that one fruit they be talking about on the Bizarre Foods and stuff. I don't think I would
Yeah,
like that, but like coconut, pineapple, I mean, like I don't think I ran across any fruit that I say that I don't like. Actually,
right. Yeah, fruit in general is good. I mean, it has natural sugars, it has natural
yeah,
water in it, and it has natural nutrients in it. But I know, like blueberries is the one that I know that really maintains and lower your A1C more than any of the fruits that I know of.
yep,
And
yep.
so the blueberries is definitely one you want to put on the list.
I
Absolutely.
got some of the, yep. What I do is I got my unsweetened yogurt, and then I put the blueberries in it. I got some granola. I put granola in there with it too. Yep.
Yeah, granola's good. Get you some granola. Get you some what's it called? Some good steel cut oatmeal. That stuff is good for you.
Now that's
Um,
now that's what I had a problem with. Now oatmeal. Now that's my Achilles heel right there. Rick, I'm not a
yeah,
fan. I'm not a fan of like Farina. Farina focus on. I'm talking about like cream of wheat stuff like that. I don't like that.
right. Yeah, I don't like cream of wheat either. Go get you some try some of that Quaker Oats apple cinnamon. Try some of that Quaker Oats apple cinnamon oatmeal. Try some of that.
I'm gonna have to try to make myself eat some oatmeal. That's now that's something I don't care for. Now that I have to make myself eat that because I'm not really a fan of oatmeal like that. But I will
Yeah,
try.
yeah. The oatmeal is not easy to take in, man. I can agree with that.
Right, right, right,
That's
right.
why I can't get the steel cut oatmeal. The stuff
Yeah.
that comes in the bag, that's the regular straight oatmeal, I can't do that. That's why I said I get the Quaker Oats.
If
The
I get
Quaker
that
Oats,
blueberries in it, now I may be able
yeah,
to eat it with
yeah,
the
that.
blueberries. Yeah, I remember there's some kind of fruit with it, but eat it.
That's why I said, the apple cinnamon one, because that regular oatmeal,
Right.
that stuff is I can't do it. Like my wife eats it, and if she makes it a certain way for me, I could do it. But if I have
My
my choice, I'm getting that oatmeal out the box.
my wife loves it. My wife loves it. She loves that apple cinnamon. Like my kids, they all eat it. But yeah, man, like, I've never been like since I've been grown. I never ate like I've never been a fan of like cereal. Like so we buy boxes for my kid, but cereal I don't eat cereal. Grits. Now we'll eat grits, but they have to be with eggs and cheese and stuff. But
Right.
oatmeal, cold cereal, none of that stuff, man.
A cold cereal. Man, I could tear some cereal up, man.
I know
That's
because I've been an adult, like I say, man. Maybe because maybe the cereal I had as a kid wasn't the best, but yeah,
yeah.
like growing up on that King Vitamin stuff and that Captain Crunch and that Crunch berries, that chalk, that oh man, yeah, man.
See, the problem is with cereal though, man. Cereal is full of sugar, man. That's the
Yeah.
problem with. You got to get that cereal that's really healthy for you, and those type of cereals are expensive.
Now do
Like
you
the cereal.
eat grape
No,
nuts and shredded wheat? My grandmother, when I used to eat shredded wheat with my grandmother. And I do like grape nuts, and also there's another one, a Special K. Special K wasn't bad.
yeah, those aren't bad, but like if you want that stuff that really helps your diabetics and stuff like that, those cereals are like $11, $12, bro. I'm like,
They are.
why the healthy stuff is so damn expensive?
They are. Yep. Yep. Sure is.
Like that's the stuff I don't like. Like why is that so expensive? That's the stuff that be killing me. Like I don't mind eating it, but I mean, because those type of cereals are actually healthy and they taste good. But when you like one box be like this big, but it be like $10, $12 for a box. So like, now wait a minute, now what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But then again, you get the cinnamon toast crunch, and you get all the what's the other one? Golden grams. Those things like $3, and it's full of sugar. It's like
$3.99 for a big box. $3.99.
right, but you want to get the healthy stuff. It's a little box, and it's like 3 times the price. Like, see, I
Yep.
see what y'all trying to do, man. It's a scam, bro.
Yep. 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 Exactly. 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 And then one other thing too is that I got to work on too is eating a lot of bread.
Yeah, get out. Yeah, get away from that. Get away from the bread, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
I got to
You
get away
got to
from
get that. I don't care what. It does nothing around that. You got to get away from the bread. The bread
hard.
is like your worst enemy, man.
Bread be so hard, though, man. It be so hard. Girls used to making me a sandwich or avocado toast and all of that, man. But I gotta get away from bread. So
Yeah,
now
you got to get away from it.
bread is the thing that I got to work my way from. I work my way
Yeah, that's hard because even I have issues with getting away from bread. Because,
yeah,
like I said,
as far as the
yeah, I love eating bread, man. I love the toast. I love French toast. I love eating, all that type of stuff, man. And it's just not good for you. That stuff turns to sugar so quick, and it's like that's really the enemy of your health, especially with diabetes.
it is. It is. That bread.
Yeah, that bread is no joke, man. I hate that because bread be so good, man.
And bread. Now, that's one thing that I have a hard time with is bread. Everything else
Yeah,
is what.
I'm 100% with you on that one. That's hard.
Give me 1 second, please. Give me one
Go
second.
ahead, go ahead. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Do your thing.
Hello?
Changing out a trailer, everybody. That's why you don't see me on the screen, everybody. Shout out to everybody who's here supporting Kenneth Mullen. That's my dude. I appreciate him. I'm glad he's able to get things right with his health because I've been there. And I lost like 40 pounds in the last, 5 months, man. I had to lose it because I wasn't in the best shape. Not most of my clothes too big, but that's all right. I'd rather have big clothes that I can't wear than being in these tight clothes and being out of
Oh,
shape.
okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was trying to talk to the audience while you was on the phone.
Oh,
I was
okay. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get on
I'd
up
rather
out of
be
here
in these
though.
big clothes.
I'm gonna let BF close us out because like you say, guys, he's no stranger over here. He's no stranger. You seen him all the time, guys. He come over here. Some of you that been to his channel and seen his gaming channel and stuff like that. So there's no more I can say about it that I haven't said already. He's no stranger over here, guys. He comes over here. We support each other and stuff.
Yeah, all the time already.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of
No, man.
games, that Mortal Kombat, I'm glad it got a patch because it sucked, man.
Oh man, listen, that thing needed it, bro, because
I'm so glad they
that
got
thing
a
needed it because it was rough, man. Like if you play offline, you was good because I did like I did like 3 live streams on it already.
uh,
I've been playing it offline. Don't play online. Online is horrible, absolutely horrible. I don't know how they get away with that, but um, I pre-ordered it, so I already had it. But yeah, it's a good collection. It's a really good collection, but
actually, it's not.
the execution was horrible. The Digital Eclipse know better than that because they don't. Digital Eclipse don't usually put out bad products like that. You look at like the Street Fighter collection and stuff.
Uh, uh,
Those collections are they're great. Those are straight. So I don't know how they dropped the ball at the Mortal Kombat one, but hey, no company's perfect, right? It is what it is.
right.
But I do appreciate they did drop it for $50 because games nowadays be like 70.
$70.
So yeah, so I do appreciate that, but there's no excuse, man. Your online need to be working,
Right.
especially for a fighting game. There's no excuse for that.
But even online, I had like a little bug on mine. It kept like when I was playing on it, like it kept telling me, like I'd do a punch and a kick, it'd be rewinding back, it'd rewind back a few times.
Yeah,
Kept taking a
the
little
input, yeah, the input's been a problem, and the input lag has been a problem. So
input lag. But
yeah, so
since
that's something that they need to
that,
address.
it seems to be
Yeah.
running a little bit better since that new patch. So that patch
Yeah,
is
it's gotten a little better, but they still need to do a little bit more work with some of the games, and they really need to fix that online. That online connectivity is horrible. They really need to do better with that. It's ridiculous how bad that is.
yeah. So once they do that, then it'll be yeah. But right now, like it's playable now since it did that. But like you say, there's still a lot more work to be done with that. But it's not a
Yeah,
bad.
no, it's not a bad collection. If you're playing by yourself online, you're good.
Yeah,
You're good, but they advertise the game to play online with friends. And if you're going to advertise something like that, you better make sure it works. you
absolutely.
know, and then they kind of dropped the ball on that. But like I said, I've been playing it on the live streams. It's been fun, going back and play some of these old games I've been playing since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And but they need to fix the online. They do.
Yep, I agree. I agree. I agree. Yep. Man. All
But
right,
yeah,
guys.
I'm gonna go out and get back on this road, man. I'm about to
Okay,
get
bro.
back on this interstate.
All
And
right, bro.
these people don't know how to drive, so I got to be careful.
All right, my man. Well, thanks, man. I'm gonna holler at you, bro. Thanks, man.
All
Appreciate
right,
you.
man. Hey, man, you take care of yourself, bro.
Yeah, you too, bro. You too.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, peace. All right, y'all. Well, we're getting ready to go ourselves, guys. Thank you all for coming out, guys. Shout out to BF. Shout out to everybody who came over. I just want to come on this morning, chop it up with you guys. For those of you that's going to watch the replay, I thank you, thank you so much. Try to come back more frequently, guys. I just kind of took a little time off for a second to get some stuff together and everything, and stuff. But I love you all. See you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification button. And I thank you guys. Love you all. Peace.